of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow. New
How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic like myself. This is my third stream of the day. Letting the music play out a little bit. Turn off the music abruptly. We are having a map flip. Hello, ladies and gents. Not what I wanted to do. There we are. Sorry, I am very tired, everyone. But we have yet another match here on St. Mère Église between R22R and SUDT, a Division 7 matchup, 30v30 format. I don't think I have anything in the description because I literally just ended the stream not too long ago between Legion and EXO. That game almost went the full distance, the full 90 minutes, with Legion taking that 5-0 over them. So congrats to Legion on finishing the regular season 2-2. EXO still has a chance to come back and, you know, possibly even win Division 1. But right now we have a Division 7 matchup between SUDT and R22R, and the midpoint will be St. Mère Église. I'm just waiting for everybody on R22R to get into their respective squads. I'm going to create my own locked unit and spawn in the south. And I'm going to fly into admin cam here, and we are going to get underway. So, SME, the church, is the midpoint. This favors SUDT pretty heavily, especially with a cemetery point they can easily push off of. R22R is going to pretty much have to work the southern side. You need south control if you want to even capture St. Mary Église Church at all. But at the same time, you do need some sort of presence in the north as well. Obviously, this is a smaller format than what the previous games that I've streamed today will be. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how the tanks are kind of like divided up, how infantry is displaced and everything like that. Here I hit my timer correctly, because this will be on the SUDT server. Dude, just gotta wait for down a little bit more. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, as I have. Like I said, this is my third stream back to back to back, so lots of streaming for me today and tomorrow as well. I'm doing 2 matches tomorrow, so check those out. I would run into the rules and the rankings of where these teams rank probably in the next 20 seconds as soon as I start off the timer. Just want to be sure I do get this on screen. Edit. More seconds. All right. Right, we can go to the league standings for this division over here real quick. SUDT first place and R22R is currently in second. I'm not quite, I think 11th and DEC or SOB are playing right now. I know 11th is playing, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see the result of that game, because this could bump up R22R to the lone second place spot if 11th did end up losing that match. So that's where we stand right now as far as that game goes. But we have this game ahead of us as well. Let's see where all the SUDT places are. Nothing too out of the ordinary. They are bringing the medium. I know some teams, they don't like bringing the mediums. Looks like R22 are still getting some nodes down. Like Lambda will be in the recon tank. And we will get situated here in a second. We are going to be off. I jumped the gun on that. Oh my gosh. Lambda with the snipe kills everybody in this first truck except for Tundra and one other player as well. That is definitely Lambda in the snipe. He is not moving, so that's going to be a huge advantage to R22R there for the start. They're definitely going to need that for this mid cap itself. St. Mary Église Church, very, very tough point to get as the axis off the start. More rockets coming in from R22R, missing this truck that only has 2 players in it. There is no SL either, so that's kind of hurts too if you are SUDT. So huge start here for R22R, but obviously they do have to take advantage of that. They are a little bit slow. Looks like they did get a truck stuck, unfortunately for them. They are getting another truck here for SUDT. So R22R, despite those snipes at the start of the game, are unfortunately not in that good of a position to get any sort of decent position itself. Scoreboard, there we are. Tundra, the lone survivor right here. Is some action going to happen up here in the north? Gonzo does knock one down. R22R pretty much in the north. They have really nothing to the south except for an SL and recon tanks. They are bringing up a Luke's tank that does get hit once by either Tundra or Parkour. Or Parkour Cap. That's how you pronounce it. Run up the highlights a little bit. It's like the starting medium will probably finish off this Luke's, and yes, he does. Down goes one Luke's tank. The R22R medium is actually getting hit from behind from a Stewart. They do not recognize it, and they are down as well. Huge kill from that Stewart there to take out that starting medium. Looks like this R22R tanker is actually trying to shoot through some of these buildings through the windows into that point. Not look like they're having too much success. Like the Puma down here. Somewhat flanking around. Does take out an OP. I don't know if this tank sees the medium. He might. Oh, this could be big if this. I don't think he sees him. He does see him. He hits him once. This could be huge for R22R here. Gets him again. Medium starting to back up. And is angling. I think he might be just good enough so he doesn't die to this tank. Lambda does hop out and dodges it. Oh my gosh. SUDT is on the cap still. This recon tank being very key for R22R to, still be in contention of capping the point. The only thing that the R22R does not have is the hard cap itself. Reefer run does come in, but will not get a single kill from what it seems like. Like this medium is gonna go Puma hunting. Probably will take out that little old Puma there, and this looks like it will be a SUDT cap. Kind of expected. This is a very allied favored map, probably one of the most allied favored maps in the game, especially on this map itself in particular. R22R still somewhat contesting. If they can get a few more kills and move up and maybe poke and prod their way into hard cap. It looks like their SLs are going to be waiting to replace their OPs as soon as they lose the point. That'll be 3-2 in favor of SUDT. R22R only 3 garrisons, but that's pretty typical for the start of these smaller format games. You're not going to have a lot more people building garrisons other than maybe Commander and like the start Garys for maybe 1 or 2 SLs, and that's about it. R22R now on the recap now. They zoom out a little bit. They do have good control in the north, and they do have excellent control in the south. Obviously, SUDT is trying to counter this southern push that R22R is putting on them. I think losing that starting medium kind of hurt R22R. I can agree on that, but I think there is a Tiger tank coming for the R22R side of things. Got a shot in there from General Demon. The side of that medium tank. See if he can maybe get another one, or maybe doesn't have any ammo. Might not have ammo. Very well contested from both of these teams. SUDT now starting to flip it back and defend, but R22R is still pressing along. Very surprised that a sniper somehow got into the tower. That's very beneficial for them, especially with the how powerful snipers can be in this game. That will be 3-2 now in favor of R22R. I don't think they have anything set up for Cemetery. They do not. Everybody is in the sector of Saint Mère Église. Checking some things real quick in the... Okay, that doesn't matter. Oh, unfortunate rocket there from Demon. You can see in the distance it is ricocheting. Wish I would have killed somebody. Like this Puma did end up going down to this medium tank. Yes, he did. Tiger tank now going to try to engage that medium. I don't know whose crew this is. This is Rough Puff's crew. See if he can get this medium tank down. You can kind of see it. What a satchel. And he runs him over. Rufflebuff gets out to double check, but ends up going down himself to Kai. There is a 76, and without this spotter for this R22R tank crew, this could be a little bit disastrous. Like they do take one shot. Trying to figure out where that exactly came from. I think they're a little bit confused without their spotter, and that will be a dead Tiger tank. Well played from the SUDT crew to take out that on-point Tiger. Not sure whose bombing run that exactly is. I'm pretty sure that's SUDT's. I'm pretty sure you can build a garrison inside this church, but I don't think either team will probably opt for that. Limits your other garrisons. I just realized I'm playing this without any sound whatsoever again. I apologize for that. It's the second stream I've done that. Oh man, it's been a day. It has been a day. Hero getting a rocket into the back of this tank. Like SUDT is now on the offensive again. Bondi. Hero from behind. SUDT now recapping St. Mary's Church. In the chat, the game audio is... in the church. Probably hears these two players wandering around. And all R22R for the first few minutes of this game for the most part, but now SUDT coming in strong. Girl misses the rocket again onto that 76 there. Wonder if R22R is actually getting farmed on this garrison in the north. Lots of R22R do spawn on that garrison. USLs, they might be just losing some OPs. Lost some OPs in this process. I think the defense is on right now. This Luke's tank has a smoke thrown on him. Someone threw a smoke grenade and it got stuck on top of the Luke's tank. Down goes that 76. If I was his Luke's tank crew, I'd be very annoyed that someone threw a smoke grenade and somehow stuck on top of my tank. Gets hit once in the tracks. Land Warrior shatters. Although 76 is probably going to clean up this Luke's, and yes, he does. Not sure if R22R do have a Tiger tank. They do have a Tiger tank upcoming. And they are elevated a little bit. see what these guys can do here. Remember, it is a smaller format, so each kill, like even in hard cap, is huge for either team for as far as cap weight goes. You know, 5 players inside the hard cap is essentially like a whole team. Like R22R is trying to put a little bit of pressure in the south by cemetery. Obviously, there isn't 76 down here for SUDT, so they do have, you know, some help as far as armor down here. See how that develops, but it looks like the point did get flashed for half a second or so. Evertator in the MG just laying down hate with it. But it looks like he might die here in a second to Parkour Crafts. Oh. And he does go down and almost falls through the hole. I think that would have been hilarious if he fell through the hole, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. It's been a long day for me. SUDT is on the recap. Evertator trying to get his revenge back and guns him down with the pistol. Demon. Down one. Andy playing his life very, very cautiously. Blondie. Oh man. They don't notice each other. Blondie knocks down Demon. Look at this in Cemetery. Starting to flash a little bit. Mostly because of the spotter inside of Cemetery itself. It gets one. Gets two. 2 big kills here from Lambda. He can get a third. I don't know if they quite see each other with this bush in the way. And like it's a third. Gets Sammy. He shoots him once with a pistol. Gets headshot by Sammy. Huge kills there from Lambda. It's going to help his infantry move up just a tad bit more. Bomb run is coming in from SUDT. They're trying to clear up that line, but unfortunately it's not going to result in any kills whatsoever. Maybe a garrison. I don't think it will result in a garrison kill. I don't know if this is tanky or satchel. Very well could be. I don't see any sparks on it. Famous Canadian kills Master Chip. And for those of you at home that are wondering what R22R is, they are a French-Canadian team. primarily all French Canadian. Not sure if they have any other Canadians or French people that aren't French Canadian, but mainly them. SUDT, mostly a North American US based clan. Oh, down goes the Stuart to a Tiger. Not quite sure if there's an SUDT 76. There is. Not sure if he is going to engage him or not. I think he might. I think the 76 will try to indeed engage this Tiger. Does see him, gets the first shot into this Tiger. Tiger will move to a little bit better cover. They will hop out and get some reps in onto that Tiger. Not sure if R22R does have another Tiger. They do have another Tiger on the come up. Looks like Kai is actually on the on-point garrison, and I think, oh, he missed it. I don't think he exactly knew where it was. I kind of don't even know where it exactly is either. Oh, it's behind this wall right here. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. This whole tank crew die? Oh, I thought both these tank crewmen died. Very interesting to see what these tank crews do here. 76 is backed up by a medium. What could be a really ultra big bang move that SUDT could do is shoot a smoke round at the Tiger tank. Be devastating if that does happen, to be completely honest with you. The Tiger will probably go down, even if the Tiger does get the first shot. Can't see what you shoot. Down goes the medium tank to the Tiger crew. 76 is pushing up. I think the 76 does see the Tiger. Does get the first shot into the Tiger. Tiger will smartly back away. Don't know if a 76 does have a peek inside of these bushes. Demon is pushing. This 76 is trying to get a satchel on top of him. But I think this is probably going to be a dead Tiger here. Oh, he misses the shot. And this is going to be a perfect opportunity for Demon to get down the satchel. This Tiger is good as gone, but the 76 is also satcheled. So good job by Ironside to secure that kill. But unfortunately, they got satcheled in that process. So it's not really going to matter that they killed this Tiger, in all honesty. The Ironside is trying to get out and get the... Oh, he doesn't see the satchel and dies to a rocket from Phil. Huge rocket from Phil there. There was a chance that he might have got the satchel off, but instead this 76 will go down to General Demon there. Well played from him to place that satchel and not give up on that play. My energy is super low right now. Energy drink for the win. Hearing See what Taxhawks maybe do if he gets an... Oh, he does have his OP behind them. Like SUDT is starting to kind of poke their way into the point, just haven't broke through quite yet. Hero gets one, gets two. Stick with Hero here for a second, see what he can do. Gets another. Gets hit by Land Warrior and gets taken out by Land Warrior. Tony in a very powerful position. He can just hold that position and maybe have his guys move up. Easily take the front door back. Like SUDT is starting to get contested on their cemetery point. Just one SL and a few guys just roaming around the area, but it does seem like they will probably defend. But R22R is pushing a lot from the south. As soon as they probably get into cap sector, they could start flipping it, but being as it is 30s, this hard point is a little bit hard to kind of control. And 5-star inside the hard cap of St. Margulies. Lots of SUDT do fall back. Not sure where to go. I guess I'll go on the front lines right here. We do have multiple flares up from the SUDT side. I wonder if Beaver's gonna try to get up top again. What is he doing? Maybe he doesn't want to go up top. He's gonna go up top. It actually does kill him. Something got very weird in there. We do have an SUDT or R22R bombing run. Not sure if that's going to take out any Gary on their side. I don't believe it will. Is this the Gary? Yes, it is the Gary. Just barely missed it. A few more meters to the east, they probably would have got it. Quantum here. Very big pickle he's in. Does escape with his life. We'll go down to Melon, I think. Let 5-star get back there. SUDT might have a garrison back here somewhere. Not quite sure if they do or not. Unless 5-star just is kind of just running all over the place. We do have kind of a tank battle. And the Tiger takes out the 76. Huge kill by the tank crew of White right there. Shelmian going on a tear right now with the STG, but goes down to Land Warrior. Land Warrior seems to be one of the better fraggers for SUDT. See him kill a bunch of the R22R players already in this match. Oh, I think someone just died to a mine. A little bit unfortunate there, but lots of SUDT kind of in the hard cap space. R22R still have yet to put a garrison back up in the north. Seems like they are kind of, you know, losing that fight a little bit, and SUDT is starting to flip the cap now back into their favor. Now, just kind of these 5 players on screen right now, with basically two of them, or 3 of them, in the hard cap itself. Now with 2 Tigers on defensive point. R22R does look to hold this for the time being. Not sure if Land Warrior has a satchel or rockets. I assume he probably has rockets. I think Bucky might try to get a satchel though. Ooh. This is a pretty smart play that the commander is doing right here, is dropping supplies in this little black square on the map. This is an unreachable spot. The only way that these supplies can actually go down is basically satcheling like this side of the wall, or RD, or a bombing run. It's the only way to destroy those supplies. You cannot go in that area as an infantryman. You're gonna have to blow it up in some other means. I wonder if does Bucky have a... Oh, he does not have the satchel class. It's a little bit unfortunate. Land Warrior have rockets. I think he does. My headset is dying. Webb is trying to get a satchel on. No infantry around them to even help. Tank is only in the first gear, so he's still trying to get a satchel on. Oh, he doesn't see him, no. And he does get taken out. Have to charge my headset real quick. Give me 1 second. Satchel goes off on the church, though. Ooh, the trade as well. Pretty sure both Tigers are up and running still. 1 tank on the hard cap. It's going to be a tough tank to get off of it. R22R now kind of pushing SUDT back to their basically red line, blue line. And there is, like, I guess some OPs behind them, but not really mounting to anything. There is this AT though. Might be satcheled. He's gonna try to get a satchel down now. Having some difficulties. Gonzo. I don't know, like, oh, the other tiger saves him. Huge play by this tiger to save his other tiger. Really good play for those tigers to work together like that. Could have been very disastrous if he would have got that satchel on. Even if he did get that satchel on, there's a chance that both these tigers could get killed from that one satchel. I don't think so, but you know, anything's possible. It's possible. Oh, Hero and Blondie. Oh, I thought we were gonna see a knife kill. But Lambda, Sammy missing some shots, and Lambda makes him pay. We do have a P-strike, and it looks like it didn't kill either of the tigers. Quite unfortunate. On the SUDT side of things, did not get either of those tigers, not even damage those tigers a little bit. And SUDT is pushed back very far away. Not where you want to be if you're SUDT, getting pushed back to kind of like, basically that's their backup area spot if you're SUDT. Looks like the one by the commander that SUDT did have got taken out. Had to reestablish it. But SUDT doing a good job of holding down the south, not letting R22R, you know, wrap around them whatsoever. Been pretty much, you know, frontline fighting for the most part. Little fights in these cities that people find each other in and stuff like that, but nothing too dangerous. I have no idea where this tank crew is going. I had no idea you can fit back here in a tank, but I guess they're making it work. Oh, is 5-star about to get run over? Oh man, 5-star run. Five-star versus 2 tigers. He runs into another tiger. Rufflepop hops out. 5-star does end up going down. 5-star ran into one tiger and then ran into another tiger a few seconds later. I think we might have a P-strike coming down here. Ooh, Ironside just backs out for the P-strike just in time. A little bit of damage to the hull, but I think maybe one rocket could actually take him out. Luckily for them, there's no rockets in sight, but there is cap progress started on Cemetery or R22R. Just over halfway to go into this match. If you're just joining me, this is week 5, Division 7 for the Premier League here on SME with R22R and SUDT playing it out. 30v30 format. SUDT capped middle, and then basically after a minute or two of holding it, R22R captured it back themselves, and now after some back and forth fighting for St. Mary of Glees, R22R is trying to capture Cemetery to make it 4-1 into their favor. Wait. Oh no. What's gonna happen here? Anybody in this tank? Oh. The gunner is still inside the tank. And the 76 kills the tiger. think he might have just not saw him at the right angle that Tiger did, or that 76 did, but huge kill by the 76 crew. And it's all R22R around cemetery. Looks like this will be a 4-1 capture for... Oh, never mind. Our SUDT is cursing me. Oh, they could maybe, if they get one more guy in the hard cap, they can make it defend. And that's going to be 4-1 for R22R. Obviously, nothing set up for Crossroads quite yet. But now this is going to be a very tough point to capture back if, you know, SUDT do lose some of their LPs. They do have a heavy tank in the area. Don't know where the other Tiger tank actually went for R22R. I think it actually went down right here. Not quite sure what killed it, probably AT. But SUDT is starting to defend or capture it back. So this could flip back to a 3-2 game. The tricky part now for R22R is where do they set up the garrisons on this point with how their current Gary layout is. It's pretty good for St. Mary Glees, just cemetery, it's kind of like a iffy point. Looks like they do get a bunch of guys spawning on, looks like DJ's OP. Almost call them Diaz. Yeah, lots of SUDT now do spawn back here at the crossroads. A little bit unfortunate for them that they did end up losing that point. And this is one of the harder, I would say, fourth points to take back in the game. Once you do lose it, cemetery is just one of those points where you really can't flank from behind too much, just because it is this open field back here. You know, you can get cut down very easily, and it's a very, very long walk to the hard cap itself. But lots of time left in the game for either team to win this match. Obviously, R22R right now is the favorites to win based on the score. We have 95,000 feet in the sky. Sergeant Phil dies. The Peanut and Kai. We do have, I think, an Allies bombing run. Yes, it is. Not sure if that will destroy the on-point Gary. It will not. Like A Great 1. Winning a lot of his gunfights here in the north. And he goes down to Sergeant Phil. The one thing that SUDT does have going for them is they do have, you know, these 2 grid squares for soft cap pressure. But SUDT is dropping an airhead back here. Or, R22R is dropping an airhead back here. Not quite sure. I don't think SUDT is going to respawn in time for the spawn wave. Maybe if they spawn in the top HQ. But we'll wait and see when that does land. Looks like 5-star is on the case. Many at home are probably like wondering how is SUDT even, you know, getting any sort of cap progress. There's no one in the hard cap. And it's because of this backline right here. It's very easy to kind of not be in cap weight when you're in the backlines. And then all the way in the south right here, they're cool, but rocket from Demon hits that 76. Looks like there's 2 76s here for SUDT, and like only 1 Tiger coming up for the R22R side, so armor advantage is in SUDT's favor, and that's probably why they're capping this point right now. Airhead is also down, so it looks like I think 5-star probably ran back there and got it. Yeah, they're 5-star Frogman. Must have spawned at the HQ and did end up destroying it. Oh, look at Bucky go. Oh, he dies. No. Yeah, I think the main goal for R22R now is how do they get rid of these 2 heavy tanks. It's going to be easier said than done right now. Looks like Demon is still trying to get some rockets into that front 76. Obviously, they do have a Tiger on the way, but I think they do have a bombing run. I don't think it's going to be that effective. It actually might do more harm than good. I think Blueberry is probably going to go down to the bombing run. Oh, he just survives. He does end up surviving. And one thing you have noticed compared to any 49's game is the resources are just being thrown out left and right. You know, you're going to see more airheads, you're going to see more bombing runs, more strafing runs, more P-strikes, just because you do have a lot more, you know, resources to use, especially the fuel. Fuel is kind of like the oddball when it comes to these kind of games, because you can either have a lot with only like 1 to 2 tank crews, or you have none because you spam half tracks as well. You know, half tracks could be very, very key for either team in this situation. Like R22R could, you know, have one all the way up here and, you know, have like a permanent Gary even when they lose. Like this point, for example, if they lose it. Ooh, Tony with a rocket onto General Demon. I am so tired right now. You guys have no idea. But we'll make it through this stream. Talking for almost 3 hours today on stream is what it is. Obviously, this match has not been 3 hours. I've done 2 games prior to this. That was the 508P and 101A game, and Legion and EXO. So go check out those streams after this one concludes. Still over a half hour to go in this game. Evertator goes down. SUDT starting to storm back a little bit. Don't know if they have anything going. It's not look like they do. Trying to get some spawns in the south. Sammy kills the commander. Oh no, Rip. Rip gets one. Sammy on the offensive. Gets immediately shut down. I should probably not follow Sam anymore. I feel like every time I've done that, he's been getting killed. But on the south. Trick shot beast with the pistol. You know, a lot of pistol kills today. I think this is the most pistol kills I've seen in one day in a comp game, like, ever. There is a Tiger crew down here. Not quite sure if these 76s do have a line of sight on him. They might. Yes, they do have line of sight. I think they just might see his barrel. This Tiger pushes, he will get shot. I don't think he will win this battle if he does push. But he is not in hard cap. 76 is pushing. I don't think this Tiger has a... Yeah, Tiger does not have a clear line of sight, but he is starting to push a little bit now. Trying to get some sort of line of sight on him. Oh, Tiger crew does not see him, and they do take the first round. This could be a big kill here if this Tiger does get taken down, and he does get taken down. Huge kill there from the SUDT tank crews. Gives them a lot more breathing room. Not sure if there's another tank on its way. They do have the feel for it, just nothing quite yet. R22R back on the defense. Mostly due to hard cap here. SUDT with that armor that they are. Looks like there is a squad back here. Looks like DJ's OP. Trying to put some offensive pressure back onto SUDT to maybe have them fall back a little bit. So some of the SUDT guys, like, starting to get towards the hard cap. SUDT said, you know what? We might just, go fully on the attack. We have 276s. Defense is still holding up slightly. Not sure if they fell back a lot. Looks like a good amount of them are going to fall back and deal with this push that R22R is putting on them. Oh no, Aaron. I think his name was Aaron, I have no idea. But as a sniper, you're very helpless against armor. Oh, Blueberry. Blueberry. Going for the satchel. Gets on the satchel. He's gonna run away. Ironside does not know. He does know he's getting out. No one's covering the satchel. And Ironside does get off the satchel. Huge play from Ironside there. Oh, the strafing run actually almost kills the guy's satchel in the tank. Just a second or two too late. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Very smart play there from the R22R commander, just a tad bit late on that. Just a tad bit late. Blueberry's gonna use some rockets now. .76 in the field is very exposed. Baril, unfortunately, does get a miss. Oh no, Blueberry's gonna get run over. Well, he still got ran over, but he also got shot in the process. Is a 76 or a Tiger tank crew of white making his way to the point. But obviously now with SUDT infantry starting to come in support of these tanks, it's gonna be a little bit harder now for R22R to deal with them. Looks like R22R is starting to put more pressure on SUDT. This is what we're kind of talking about. As long as you put some sort of pressure on Crossroads and maybe SUDT do overcommit, you can defend this point quite nicely. It's always in contention to be contested just because of all the space that you have to occupy around the hard cap in the sector. But now looks like R22R is coming in force with a bunch of guys with explosive boxes and boom devices. Melon with the defense. Team gets one down. One rocket into the booty. Gets the second one before it gets getting demolished himself. For real. Oh, doesn't quite get the satchel on. Oh no, this 76 is gonna try to protect them. Somewhat does, but the satchel is on Ironside's tank again, I think. Nope, that's Blake the Great's tank. Oh, he doesn't know where the satchel's at. Now he sees it. Not sure if he's gonna get it off in time. Will he? No, it dies, and Blake still defuses the satchel. His tank blew it up, but he's just chilling here. The tank died, but the satchel is oh man, look at these guys run together. Oh man. The entertaining game so far, if I do have to say so myself. Kind of focus on these tanks for the last, like, I would say 5 minutes or so. But lots of rockets now coming in. We do have an SUDT bombing run. And it looks like they actually got the on-point Gary off of Cemetery. Like Airhead is falling down here for don't know where it is. Oh, it's still falling down right now still. Oh, hero. Absolutely decimated by the 76 round. Bomb run is coming down here. Onto Crossroads. Pierce is on the airhead. Not sure if this is going to destroy the on-point Gary or SUDT. Oh, Phil. The Great Escape, Phil. I don't think he has... Does he have a satchel? Oh, he does not have a satchel. I'm surprised that this 76 is still alive here. Tiger's all the way in the south. I'm not sure what the Tiger's planning to do down there. Ooh, Canadian. Lawn Rage kill with the Tommy there. don't know where to go. P-strike's happening. Ooh, misses the 76. Like I said, P-strike comes in, still have 200 munitions. Usually in like a 49s game, you only have, you know, so little at that point. Would have been a huge satchel for SUDT, or for R22R, or huge P-strike, I should say, for R22R if they did end up getting that off and killing that 76, but as long as they're still in the lead, I think they'll be fine with the results either way, if that hit or not. Bunch of rockets come flying in at these tanks. Beaver-tater gets run over by the tank. And down goes the 76 to either Demon or Manhat Trick. That's how you pronounce it? Not quite entirely sure. Big Storm, maybe trying to finish off this medium crew. Gets one into him. Not sure if he has another. See if he does. Looks like he does. And hits the tracks. Poor Ginger. And then Demon to finish off that medium crew. Took R22R a while, but all the tanks are finally dead in that little area. And now they can start probably spreading out more towards a crossroads take. Do have this 76 in, or this Tiger in this far south. Not quite sure what they're dealing with. Oh, they're probably just dealing with parkour craft, just harassing them constantly. Parkour can maybe get a rocket or two. He does have rockets. DJs does get him down. Attacks Hawks in a bush. Actually does land one shot on the trick shot. Oh my. Oh my god, dude, that direct impact from the Tiger was amazing. Oh man. Blondie trying to crawl. Got all the recons right here. We do have another 76 upcoming. Wait, is this 75? No, it is 76. Looks like this other 76 takes out the Tiger. Blueberry does not get down the satchel, so it looks like two more Tigers are up for SUDT with under 20 to go. And if they want to win this game, they're gonna have to keep these two 76s up and running and start pushing them probably towards cemetery. R22R do currently have one tank on point, but he is starting to get a little bit surrounded by some infantry. Doesn't have a good shot quite yet onto either of these 76s, but probably is aware of their presence. flare going up from Ripple. We'll check that right here on the map. And both tanks up on the flare. Axox. Strafe turn is down, as you can see. Lots of resources. Oh, actually only 90 for R22R. That will be a little bit of a problem, actually. With under 20 minutes to go and only 90 resources, obviously only thing really is already at this point that's consistently taking it away. R22R could get a shot onto this 76 here. 76 is aware of its presence. He does get the first shot into him. Gets him in the butt. I think that engines him. Mirror's here with the satchel. Down goes the 76. Mirrors did get a satchel onto him though. Maybe not. I'm actually not quite sure if he did get a satchel onto him or not. I don't really see one. The full tank crew gets out. I don't know what's going on. It's like Three Stooges, they're all running around the tank. What is going on? Dude, everyone's out of their tanks. And the satchel, there was a satchel apparently. I didn't see it. Oh no. Blueberry from behind. Don't think he has any more rockets. But it's just the gunner now. Rocket from Demon again. Mad hat trick. See if Demon can get maybe another rocket snipe. Unfortunately, the other 76 is in the way a little bit. Mad hat trick does unfortunately get a non-pen. But look at this SUDT. Starting to put some SLs in the cap weight. Strike is coming down on something. Just happens to be the dead husk of that Tiger tank that did end up going down earlier to that satchel. But SUDT starting to look very strong onto Cemetery. I don't think R22R really realizes with all the bodies that are back here. There is a flare. It's not really doing too much justice. Commander's probably calling out that we are, in fact, losing the point. So this could get interesting with less than 16 to go. SUDT on the offensive. You kind of have to at this point. You know, if they do, this cap does continue. They have roughly 13 minutes and 45-ish. 13, yeah, just over 13 minutes, I think, until they can to attack St. Mary Eglise, but obviously R22R is gonna obviously try to defend as best as they can. Land Warrior with some huge grenades there. Like SUDT do have a spawn back up here, like an OP, and they probably might have a garrison up here. I'm not quite sure where would that be. Yes, garrison all the way up here in the north. Airhead is coming down on the crossroads, but they are losing Cemetery. This is maybe the try to bait SUDT to go back on defense, but R22R has no idea that there's a garrison up there. Could be a bad idea if R22R do spawn on crossroads if they are going to continue to lose Cemetery. Master Chip might be locking out that garrison. looks like a lot of the... Looks like the airhead is somewhat clean, but I feel like it's in the middle of a field. Yes, it is. Oh, but the sniper... protecting the airhead a little bit. Unfortunate thing is this airhead is in the middle of a field. So even if R22R do get a massive spawn wave on it, which is just hero, he yeah, immediately dies. There's an MG waiting in that house. Cloud and Miras are there as well. Not sure how he died, to be completely honest. I think one player just like had a heart attack. He might have just redeployed. Let's see the map. There's no Gary on point at Cemetery for the R22R side of things. Like there is a Stewart up here. That Phil is trying to satchel. And unfortunately does not get the satchel off in time. Webb with the shotgun. Demon does get that OP. He's definitely trying to chase this this tank back to the garrison, I think. Yeah, Ironside will clean him up. Oh, but the sniper just decimating everyone. Here comes a P4 now. We actually did get hit, I think, in the tracks. Gets hit in the tracks again. Bill maybe trying to finish off this this Stewie here. Keep saying here, I don't really care. Oh, and Stewart's hitting the tracks. And he gets blown up. R22R now kind of basically full back on the defense. This Tiger in the south, I feel like it's kind of like almost like a bait Tiger at this point. This Tiger's just kind of just roaming down here, not really doing too much harm, like at all. But now Tiger's gonna go back to point, but he's probably gonna get shot in the butt by Buckeye. If Buckeye can get a second rocket in. Oh, Ricochet's off, and unfortunately the Ricochet was too short and will not go and kill anybody. Garrison is still up here. I think the commander might hear it now. It's got to. Commander. Take it out. Commander. Commander, this is not your garrison. Oh my gosh. Come on. Commander! Oh my god. Well, you know, sometimes you're very tunnel visioned in as the commander, and sometimes these things just happen. You know, oh, that garrison's gonna be green in probably a few seconds here, which will be a very big shock to the R22R side. So let's see if that actually plays into a big effect for the match outcome. But R22R looking pretty strong still. They do have a garrison on point at Cemetery. But obviously now that garrison is probably free, maybe not. Who knows? But, you know, R22R really don't have to do anything too drastic. They can kind of just hold pretty. But, again, lots of people spawn on this Northern Gary up here. And if SUDT want to win, these guys up here are going to have to start killing a lot. This is the part of the match. If you are SUDT, you're going to have to start, you know, getting a bunch of your frags. You have to be winning, like, every trade. If not, just coming on top of the trades. Stuff like that. So, this is going to be an interesting ending here. This could go either way now. This R22R kind of opened a door for SUDT. Oh, please say Ghost is going to get a knife or something. Oh, man. Oh, man, missed shots. Just running away. Ammo Ghost. Heads in the corner and will knock him down. R22R starting the cap on the 5th point. Are they going to go for the 5-0? It's just 5-star on the defensive point. Does have Cloud to back him up. I assume the Geary is probably safe and sound as well. 5-star will call back people if they absolutely need it, but in the meantime, there you have a tiger in the cemetery. White and his crew inside the hard cap of cemetery. Gonna be pretty tough for SUDT to knock him out now. I think they do have a P4 as well down here. I don't think there's really any tanks in sight for SUDT. They do have this two 76s down here, or 76 and a medium, but Ricochet. Damn. Didn't see it flying towards me. See maybe these guys back on defense here for SUDT. They can still keep on holding. At the 4-minute mark, if cap progress has not started whatsoever, this will be an R22R victory. 4-1 at the very worst for them, or best for them, I should say, or worst. I don't know. Basically, if R22R still hold with 4 minutes left and no cap progress, R22R wins by default. But they haven't, and R22R is starting to lose defense. 6 minutes ago, this could be a comeback here. Not sure if SUDT have any sort of airhead coming in. Hard cap is pretty much open to anybody. Looks like this P4 is getting harassed by Tundra down here. He can get this P4. This would be pretty huge, but he does end up going down. But 76 might clear up this P4. It's taking a while to shoot him. Doesn't have a clear shot. And that tank will go down, but unfortunately this 76, it did get satcheled in the process. Just over a minute to go until the game is mathematically over for these boys over here in blue and white against the white and black of SUDT. A question is now, in the next 45 seconds, if R22R do secure this victory, do they try to go for the 5-0? They are in okay position to try and do so. Obviously, defense matters more than just that. Looks like airhead is coming down for SUDT, but it's probably a little bit too late. 20 seconds until the game is mathematically a win for R22R, and it looks like it's going to stay that way, especially with the Tiger on the point. Best thing SUDT can do now in the next 7 seconds, if no progress has started, is to bring it back to a 3-2, because there could be some seeding implications between them getting 3rd or 4th, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I think they might be 4th place or their 3rd place after this game. I would have to check on the results of the one of the other matches. But Airhead is down. 3 guys are on it. Instantly gone. It will be probably a 4-1 victory for R22R here. Still a minute 26 to go for either team to cap their respective points back. Looks like R22R might be going for the 5-0. But SUDT is probably not going to let that happen. It looks like SUDT is kind of all falling back on defense a little bit. See if we can get some knife kills, maybe. Famous Canadian. Famous Canadian does end up going down to the French Canadian Demon. The last one on the point. So as this game wraps up, just want to thank everyone for watching. We have just over 2 minutes to go in here. This will be a victory for R22R, so congrats to them on finishing this season 3-1. And SUDT, unfortunately, this will be their first loss of the season. Still plenty of games to go. Obviously, even if you do lose, you are not out of the tournament. Just basically seeding for the playoffs, which will kick off in about 2 weeks. We're gonna have a week break here, but I think we are gonna have one game actually during the break. It's gonna be a rescheduled match between WRTB and 3-5 as the bot in that game was messed up. So due to some technical rules and stuff like that, that match will be replayed on Curse. I think with the same exact point setup. I'm not entirely sure what the ruling is for that, if it's still going to be random or if it's going to be the exact same point layout. I guess we'll find out and see later. Even with another kill to add to his collection for the game. Yeah, and all of SUDT back on defense, making sure they at least have 1 point on the board for them. But yeah, this will be the end of the match. Yeah, I don't know really anything else to say. It's kind of like a anticlimactic ending. I'm extremely tired. I've been casting games, I think, over 3 hours today. I think each game has gone well over the distance, in my personal opinion, for me. But this will be the one game today that will go the full 90. No 5-0s, just 4-1. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. 9 seconds do remain in this match. And that will be the game in a victory for R22R over SUDT the last week of games. Gonna quickly scroll through all of the scores for each teams. Quickly do that. I have top defense score because I am him. But there we are. And then I'm just going to turn your attention to this right here. So with some matches this was the final match stream today. I think there are some matches being played right now that aren't being streamed. Unfortunately, we just don't have the casters available for this weekend. Tomorrow is going to be kicking off right early, like only in actually, I think 6 hours from now. KASANOVA is going to be doing TRL and I think ANZR. I think that's TRL at 3 a.m. Eastern. And then basically 12.5 hours later, Guskit is going to be casting, I think, the game of the week, Merc and Taco. It's going to be a very interesting how that game played out. Then I'm going to be doing SAP and DBD, a very, very interesting game as well. I think both teams have 3 wins, and I think DBD has 1 loss. I'm not entirely sure. I would have to double check. And then finishing out will be GOAT and RZN, as well as I'm casting the SVS and HRB game. That was mistake happened in our information on getting that game to us as casters, but that game is supposed to be played on Sunday. It's not supposed to be played tonight, so that game will be streamed tomorrow on my channel. Other than that, I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye.